Calling 2018 CR 4056, State versus Kenneth Howie. If I can have parties announce for the record for the state.
Yes, Your Honor, Aurora Pettis.
Defense.
Luis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Howie.
And are you Mr. Howie?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, defense is requesting a bond, and I believe you filed a motion previously. Is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
State, have you had a chance to review the bond request?
I have not, I don't believe I got the motion, Judge, but I mean, me and Mr. Martinez have talked, so I understood that he was going to be asking for a bond.
Are you ready to proceed on the motion for a bond request?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Judge, for the purposes of the record, that was filed well before the AG's office was appointed on this case as the pro tem. So it's been on file for a while. I did not, of course, have their information when I filed it, so they weren't served on it or noticed on it, but it's been on file for a while.
All right. And
And he
then,
has been reaching out to us, Judge,
All
Mr.
right.
Martinez.
and then, state, I'm assuming that you reviewed the, motion to revoke community supervision?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense, do you have any witnesses?
I do not, Judge.
Just argument?
Just argument.
All right, the court will hear your argument.
Judge, it's Mr. Howie's on deferred, so obviously he's entitled to a bond. We'd ask the court to set bond in an amount that's around the original bond amount, along with whatever conditions the court would feel necessary for the safety of the community and to ensure that Mr. Howie appears at any future hearings. But we've never had any problems getting them here. And so I ask the court to take notice of that.
All right, just one moment off the record. Probation
Yes, Judge.
on Mr. Howie. He should be on deferred adjudication. And the last motion I have, if you could give that to probation, it says motion to revoke on it.
Okay.
From my understanding, he was adjudicated in October last year.
Okay,
I didn't handle that. I previously,
okay, all right.
I handled it originally, so that may have been, that's my mistake.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
Because I saw that and I was,
Yeah.
all right, so he is not on deferred adjudication. He's on community supervision. So what amount of bond are you requesting?
I'd request a $25,000 bond, Judge, surety or cash, along with whatever conditions in the area of GPS tracking or curfews, those sort of things, that the court would see necessary to ensure the safety of the community.
All right, and state, what bond amount are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting $200,000, and that's based on the nature of this crime, the fact that he's already given probation for an assaultive offense, and the concerns of the victim. We would also ask for a stay away from the victim and the neighborhood that the victim and the defendant reside in, or were residing in at the time of this crime.
All right, and is the complainant still in the state of Texas?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
And Judge, the complainant lives in that neighborhood along with where Mr. Howie's parents live. Mr. Howie does not have another place to live. So he doesn't have any other options as to where he would live. So if the court wants to order that he stay within the confines of the home via GPS monitoring, obviously that would get us where we need to be. But I understand the concerns of the neighbor as well.
all right. And then what he's on probation for is retaliation.
Correct.
And was that someone different or the same complainant?
A different person, Judge.
And that wasn't an officer, that was
I
just,
believe that was an officer, Judge.
okay. Let me just review. All right, yes. And then he had a previous motion to revoke when he was on deferred adjudication, and that was an injury case.
Correct, Judge.
Okay. All right, is there anything else from either side? Any other evidence for the court to hear?
No, Judge,
Nothing from
and
the state, Your Honor.
I just reiterate that he lives with his elderly parents. He has a special needs brother there. And so obviously he doesn't have a whole lot of other options. If the court's gonna grant him one, we'd ask that he be allowed to live at the home, but obviously a no contact order with the complainant in the new case. And either a curfew or GPS limitations to the home, I think would be appropriate in this case, Judge.
All right, so I have some concerns with him living in the home when you're saying that he has a brother who's disabled,
Yes,
because the previous motion to revoke was an injury to the child, elderly or disabled.
that was with his mother, Judge. That was resolved. He wouldn't move back in the home. We haven't had any issues since.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. I think the issue with him having contact with complainant will be resolved by full GPS. So I'm going to order full GPS, waive the fees, and I'm going to set the bond at $100,000.
Okay.
And do y'all already have court dates when to be back?
Judge, I need to clear that out with Norma, but
All right.
Mhm.
So we can go off the record. All right, Norma, if you can speak with them by phone and see what's the good date to take care of the motion to revoke. All right, so Ms. Ferguson is going to talk to you all today by cell, so she'll be
Yes.
calling you right
Okay.
now so we can see what date would
Perfect.
be appropriate.